to this video. Today we'll be talking about the Vital Hydra Solution. It retails for $6 and it is by Dr. Jart. It is a deeply hydrating, moisturizing, call it deeply hydrating sheet mask. It is it says here that it protects moisture barrier and cares dry skin, and it's supposed to be like deeply hydrating and replenishing for your skin. Let me see what it says here. It says designed to deeply hydrate and replenish the skin. It's a water jet deep hydrating mask made of cellulose fiber that the mask will allow the pores to fully absorb essential nutrients and moisturizing ingredients for an ultimate hydrating therapy. The aquaxyl that it's in this product right here, it is a patented ingredient derivative from plant glucose and mainly for hydrating and reinforcing the skin, but via moisturization. It replenishes the skin, and it also has a super vital complex, which is oligo, which is a hyaluronic acid, and also has alga extract that are proven to support true lasting moisturization. I always have a hard time saying that one. Moisturization throughout protecting the skin moisture barrier and strengthening the skin via hydration. It says you gotta leave it from 10 to 20 minutes. The first ingredient is water. The second one is glycerin, which is gonna hold the hydrating properties in your skin. And then butylene glycol, and then it also has alcohol, which it's very alarming for me because it really doesn't say what kind of alcohol. It just says alcohol. I'm not 100% happy about this. We'll try it. It's at 25 grams. It's 0.9 ounces. You leave it on for 10 to 20 minutes. We're just gonna go ahead and see how actually my skin feels with this product right here. I've already skinned and I've already prepped my skin, tone it, and I'm gonna hydrate it with this serum right here. This is the Fab serum. Just gonna make sure that my skin is fully hydrated today. So honestly, I'm feeling under the water lately. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab it. And this is the first mask that I ever tried that is made of cellulose. So cellulose is supposed to be a little bit different from jellies, like the jelly mask. And the reason why is because cellulose is supposed to be more like skin-like, and it's supposed to hold on to the ingredients a little bit better than a regular sheet mask. So far I'm having a hard time. The cellulose is getting harder and complicated. Okay, so we have it backwards. Just gonna go ahead and now for the price, for the price that it is, $6. I don't think it's that expensive to me. A lot of the times people say, oh well, what if it doesn't work, you know? A sheet mask is just gonna be hydrating, mainly hydrating. It's gonna have some properties depending on your skin concern. It could be revitalizing, firming, lifting. It could be pores. It could be texture, but it's not gonna do a major benefit. It's just gonna be a complementary option on your skincare routine. So definitely, it's gonna reinforce those ingredients. It's kind of like a stronger dose of the serum, or like a larger dose of the serum, because it just sits on top of your skin and you're not supposed to remove it. So definitely a lot of people are like wondering, and for the longest time I think I wondered like if a sheet mask would do anything. And since I've been doing sheet mask for the last month or 2 months, I think I've to my personal point of view, it gets a little bit irritating when it has to be like 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I just fall asleep because I forget and I just go to sleep. So to me, it's just a little bit different. Now this sheet mask, it's very hydrating and nourishing. Like I really, really like it. Like it doesn't feel sticky or gunky. It doesn't feel like uncomfortable. It just feels like a hydrating serum, which I love. I'm looking for this. Now this one, it's the protector of the sheet mask. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab whatever it's left and just apply it all over. Now one of the ingredients on this product right here, I think it was the third or the fourth ingredient. It was alcohol. I'm not happy, I'm not excited about it, but we'll see how it works. You know, hey, I'm not gonna judge a product. Now we're gonna see if it has any remainder. No, it doesn't have anything in anymore. So again, let's just hope and see what are the major results. Like, now one thing for sure is that this sheet mask, it adhered to my skin, and I was able to pull it all the way back, and you can still see it even in my hairline, like right here, which I'm enjoying. But I'm not enjoying the fact that my nose is like a little bit left by itself. But you can see that it's all the way up there. Like, it's stretched a lot. I don't know, you guys. Lately, I've been obsessed. Well, okay, so let me tell you a little bit more about what I have been watching lately. So I watched the second season of American Horror Story, American Crime Story, and I watched it because Duhamel wanted to see it, and it was all about Versace, and so I felt like it was I had already seen a couple of movies about it, because in the gay culture it's very predominant to see those kind of movies where they involve crimes from people who have died, or like Milk, and other movies like that. So to me, this one was a little bit different in a way. I felt like it was very real. It stuck with the original story about Andrew Cunanan, and they kind of made the move where you could relate the story within the whole scenes, like his friend, and then why he murdered it, and then why he murdered the other, like his lover, or the guy he wanted to fall in love with, and then the other two murders, the one guy in Chicago and the other guy on his way to Florida. So I think for me it was a very impressive story too, because I felt like in a way that's what happens in real life. Like, a lot of the times in the gay culture, there are a lot of gay males that are not comfortable with themselves, and they are not comfortable by saying, like, hey, I'm gay. I respect that, but everybody goes through some phases like that in a way, and I'm just not gonna talk about it because it's like a hot topic, and I just don't want to go in hot water because of it right now. But overall, it was a really good show. I'm gonna say that it really scared me overall of how vivid this show was. So I decided to go and watch the first season, which is about OJ, and I'm not even gonna go into detail about how I feel. It just was different from the second season. Like, the second season was more, to me, it was upbeat, it was up to date. Like, you could feel the adrenaline going on, whereas the OJ was like more like, I don't know, like, it was, to me, I was very tranquil while watching it, but there were some things that would make me feel, a little bit upset and mad. And I just felt like it was a whole different move. Now, for the last couple of weeks, like I would say the last either 1 or 2 weeks, I have been watching This Is Us, and I think this is such an amazing show. Like, what did I just say? This is such an amazing show, and I feel like it sticks to what we truly live on a day-to-day basis. I think one of the reasons why I like it so much is because it addresses so much of the racist comments, the racism that we're living on a day-to-day basis, even in our own society, even in our own culture, even in our own nationalities. Doesn't matter what it is, you always live in a certain kind of way. Like, I always enjoy my conversations with one of my co-workers. I'm gonna say hi if you're seeing me. Mrs. Elsie, if you're seeing me over here, hi, how you doing? I just really enjoy talking about our issues. Like, I feel like, to me, what bothers me and sticks the most out of this show, it's about, a family being resilient, being able to be honest and communicating with your partner in this case. And I feel like a lot of the times, honesty too plays a lot of plays a lot in the game. So to me, being an honest person, it is really hard. I'm not gonna lie. It is really hard to be honest in general, because I feel like out there, when the way I see it, a lot of the times people look up for themselves, and that's okay. But a lot of the times people do not understand that sometimes the way that they want to do things affects others. And I think, to me, I just have really enjoyed the show too much. Like I really love everybody in the show. I feel like Mandy Moore is doing a great job. For the longest time, I would hear, oh, This Is Us is amazing. This Is Us is good. This Is Us, But a lot of the times, it touches so many sensitive topics, like like sexism. It touches a place where, they talk about being lesbian, being gay, in either in a younger age or an adult phase. It's just a lot of things going on. It touches about alcoholism. It talks about drug addicts. And to me, that's very deep. Nowadays, we are so fortunate to have meaningful conversations, meaningful talk shows, meaningful shows in general. Because I feel like nowadays we're also involved with, not that it's bad, but reality shows. And a lot of the times, reality shows, most of the times, they don't leave you with great and meaningful things that stick with you. They are all about, most of the times, like, having fun, enjoying life. And a lot of the times, too, I feel like with this reality shows, it's all about, like, being superficial, being out there, being angry with the world, too, fighting and arguing. And it's not always good. Like, we're already having drama in our day-to-day life. So to me, it just plays that. And I felt like I needed to bring that to you guys, because for the longest time I've been like, oh, I gotta talk about this, with you guys. And it gets hard sometimes. Like, it's hard for me to be out there and be honest with you and talk about these issues. And it's just who I am. But overall, This Is Us, I would highly recommend it. It does at some point gets boring. So when I get bored a little bit, I just pause it and I go and cook something, or I go and eat something, or I take a nap, and then I come back and I start watching it again. But one of the topics that also touches, or this show touches within its own storyline, it's being overweight. And when I was in between 16 or 17 years old, I think like 15 probably, I had overweight, and I was very obsessed with losing weight. As a man, I was always like very conscious about my man boobs, and then I was always conscious that people were mean. Like, they were making fun of me, not only because I was a guy, but because I was gay, but because I was very tall, and not a lot of people like that. Even when I meet some people, they're like, are you really Mexican? Because you're really tall. And I've never met really a lot of people who like from Mexico who are tall. And, to me, that's flattering now. But back in the day, it was hurtful and painful. Like, and I see it nowadays. A lot of the times with the different cultures, you realize that your skin tone, the way that you behave, the way that you portray yourself, it can be in a way on your way. And if you are not friendly enough, if you are not polite enough, if you are not educated, or you don't know how to react to some people's behaviors, it gets painful to you. Like, everything comes back to you, if that makes any sense. Am I making any sense? I'm just rambling. I hope you guys can be honest and tell me what am I, if I'm making any sense to you guys, because I really want to listen to your opinion. Have you guys ever had the situation where you feel like someone has been either racist to you, or has been, has diminished you because of you're a woman, or because you're a man, or because you're tall, or because whatever reason? Like, it just mind-blowing how mean someone can be without not noticing. And a lot of the times, they firmly believe that they are correct, that they are right, that they are doing the great thing. And a lot of the times, what affects me the most is when all of those people who tend to be mean, bullies, or hurtful and painful, or people who are just trying to make me feel diminished or bad in a way, is that there are other people who support them. And I'm like, really? Why would you believe such a lie? And why would you believe this person? Or why do you want to stick to this person who's obviously acting in a mean way towards me? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's honestly really painful to see how others can support others without not knowing the real cause, without not knowing, their story behind, or the real reason why they're acting all mean. And, it's just mind-blowing to me. It is mind-blowing. I think a lot of the times we go, and I firmly believe with that we always appreciate and we always observe and we always follow what's beauty. So if we see somebody who is beautiful, somebody who is nice in the outside, even though they are like mean people, I feel like we still follow them even though they are not the greatest. So to me, that's just painful when I see or when I hear stories about my customers, about people who come to my place and they are like, oh, my mom is really mean to me, or my friends are really mean to me, and then they're not really your friends, you know? I don't know. I just feel like there are so many good things out there to be positive and support each other and be grateful for. And a lot of the people, it's not because they want to stick with the negative, but it's because they are going through so much that they can't hold it. You know, just, I don't know. It's just me. So far we've been having 10 minutes and this is already drying. Like, I don't understand what's going on, but it's drying. It's supposed to be good for 20 minutes, but I don't see how this could be 20 minutes. It's definitely hydrating. It's silky. Now while I'm here also, I'm going to be talking to you guys about this one. This is the second bottle that I have from the Yellow Moisturizer with the taurine pump. So I've already made a video about this product right here. So a lot of people are asking me questions. Before I used to have the whey protein, which was the purple pump or the purple dispenser or the the serum basically. So there are 5 different ones. There's the green one for redness, the white one for uneven skin tone, the orange one with taurine in it. There's also the purple one for fine lines and wrinkles, and then there's also, I always forget one. Let me think. I should know this. Green, white, purple, orange, and the blue for pores and texture. So this one right here, I think for me, it's the best. And the reason why it's the best, it's because I feel that taurine is such a good ingredient to add onto your skincare routine. It also helps you brighten up the whole skin wherever you're putting it. And it also is really good for you if you want to have like a healthy glow and minimize the fine lines and wrinkles. You know, like a lot of the times people just go with the flow and they're like, oh, I heard vitamin C is great. But there are also other ingredients that are going to help you brighten up your skin or hydrate your skin. I feel like a lot of the times, just like I was talking before about other topics, I feel like a lot of the times we go with the flow and we're here like, hyaluronic acid is such a good product, it's such an ingredient in products. So we go with the products that we see usually that says, oh, it has hyaluronic acid. So a lot of people think that because it has hyaluronic acid, it's good. And it's not always that case. Like to me, it's really good to have always vitamin C. I think adding a vitamin C into your skincare routine, it's really, really good because it has great properties for fine lines and wrinkles, and then also evens out your skin tone. It's so good for preventing anti-aging. It's perfect to repel free radicals, which are like contamination, like pollution, smog. So, but also one of the best skincare ingredients is to have a healthy lifestyle, work out a lot if you can. And I'm not saying go to the gym. You know, you can have a healthier lifestyle, eat your veggies every single day if you can. Be mindful that whatever you're putting on, it's also going to complement whatever you're eating. Like if I'm eating fries all day, all that salt or that oil, it's not going to be great for you. You got to be honest. You got to stick to your skincare routine. You got to be mindful of what you're putting in your body. So I feel like, it just has to be that way. When I was younger, someone told me that your body is like a temple. So you gotta have when you think about your body, whichever way you want to be, you have to think that you want to take care of it. You want to make sure you clean it. You want to make sure you're putting arrangements. You're making sure it's well taken care of. Because this is your body. You only have one. And talking about one, recently I was talking to my friend Elsie, and we were talking, and I was telling her, like, you only have one life. Like I had heard that before. You only have one life. What are you gonna do with it? Have a purpose in life. Make sure that whatever you do, whatever you think you want to do, you do it. If you think that you want to do make a videos, go ahead and do them. If you think that you want to do, or if you were thinking about, you know, I don't know, cooking, go cook. Even if it gets burned, whatever. You have to how do you say that? Execute the problem and just take away that problem away from your head and make sure you stick to the program, you know? You do your thing. You can't be always like, oh, I wish I would be like greatest. It's not gonna work. That happens to me. And when that happens to me, I always think, what's the best for my family? What's the best for my partner? What's the best for my dad? You know, life is hard for everybody. I'm not the exception. You're not the exception. I don't want to ramble anymore, you guys. I just want to stick to a review. I'm going to say that this feels nice, but it's already dry. Just going to go ahead and damp the rest of it. I like to go with circular motions and give myself a massage. While it also dries on my skin. Also nourish the back of my ears because they get really dry and I get really like patches of dry skin sometimes if I don't add a moisturizer on my skin. It looks very glowing. I'm liking this. Looks really, really glowy. So I'm just gonna dab it. It even looks like I have highlight on. I'm just gonna add a little bit of spray that has moisture search, I think, right here. Just for extra hydration, because I'm a little bit extra. Yes, I am. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this Skin Active hydrating cream. Just one fingertip should be good enough. And for a little bit of firming, just a little bit of firming, because hey, we're extra. If you guys want to know a little bit more about me or more chats like that, comment down below and let me know, because I don't want to be like over here spending 20 minutes with you guys and you guys are probably like skipping to whatever is the result and what did I actually think about the product. I want to be honest. I want you to guys be honest with me, but don't be mean, because I've heard comments where they are like, well, you're a guy, what are you recommending products for women? Or you're a guy, why are you putting makeup on you? Just don't be mean. If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything. That's just my opinion. I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna say that overall, this Vital Hydrating sheet mask, it was a good sheet mask. It's very hydrating, but here's my bad. I didn't like that it has alcohol. It doesn't really say what kind of alcohol it is. If it's an alcohol that's exfoliating, if it's the alcohol, chemically alcohol for cosmetics that it's holding the moisture into your skin, because there are different types of alcohol. Alcohol doesn't mean that it's bad, it just means that they're cosmetic wise, there are different alcohols. There's one that holds the moisture, there's one that exfoliates your skin. You know, there are different purposes for different alcohols, so it just really doesn't say anything. So I wish it would be more self-explanatory when it comes to the ingredient wise. But definitely it's good for $6. I'm not complaining. I'm gonna say I recommend it. It's really good for hydration if that's what you're looking for. It doesn't feel tacky or gunky. So with all this being said, guys, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you click on thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click on the notification button. Stay tuned for more.